a different location today. Kind of set it up a little bit. Even though we're not getting that tropical storm, well, it is going to be a hurricane by the time they're saying it's going to hit around Louisiana and stuff. It's a little bit breezy on the other side. Even though I got this mic screen going on, I still think it would have been too breezy. So I kind of wanted to block out the wind. Yes, it is a little bit hotter. If you're in the chat room right now, let me know how I sound, because my producer, Vulture, is not MIA, but he is handling some business at the moment. So I would like to hear from you and let me know. I need to get a little bit of a mic check here to see how everything is sounding on that end. So if you could, we got 2 people in here right now. So, like, if you were in here right now, like I said, please let me know how it sounds. Kind of am broadcasting, like I said. I kind of set it up. This behind me is the tree that I told you about that me and my dad actually grew from our nursery when we lived in De Leon Springs. Probably shouldn't have done this at 7 o'clock, because right now I only got 2 people in here, and that's not too good. Oh, God, I got somebody super chatted some money. It's not showing up there. David Hernandez. Thank you, David. Iggy T. Thank you. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I am now probably, once I get everything going, thank you again, David Hernandez. If you're in the chat room right now, share it, because a lot of people expect me to be on at 8 o'clock. I wanted to go a little bit later today, and that's why I got an early start. I got, actually, if you look here, look at this. Look, I have a little box fan set up there, so I got some breeze going on. Got 3 people in here right now. I got my little, look, Florida Gator cornhole board behind me. Got the little Florida Gator frog there. And like I said, that tree that's behind me, it's a little Norfolk pine, and it was getting root bound. And after my dad passed away, I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to let something else die. So I ended up planting it in the ground, and this thing has completely, here, let me turn the camera around so you guys can take a look at it here. So this is my little setup here, my Gator cornhole board. And the cool thing is I got to get some batteries, because every time you throw a bag and you get it in there, it plays the Florida Gators fight song. Yeah. So, but this is the Norfolk pine that I actually planted. And if you can see, there are some spider plants down there below that are growing. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you my surroundings, my little makeshift studio for today. Let me get this camera turned around. If you're in the chat room right now, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up there. It does help me with the algorithms. What I'm going to do is, I've been extremely busy, man. I end up going through bouts of insomnia every once in a while. What up, T-Bone? How are you? And it's been really, really bad the past 3 days. It's been horrendous. I've been getting like 3 or 4 hours a night. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Do you guys have a trick to be able to help yourself go to sleep? Because sometimes, like, the way my brain works, how do you do it from a tablet? Yes, I do it from my smartphone. I do everything from my smartphone. It is a iPhone 12 Max, or no, it's an iPhone 12 Pro. Am I still puffing? Right now, I'm not, because I have a potential return to radio that I cannot mess up. So I am definitely not puffing at the moment. So that could be one of the reasons. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, that definitely is the problem. But yeah, I gotta just in case I do get the job. You know, a lot of these big companies, and it is a big company that I applied for, and it will be one of the biggest jobs that I've ever had in my life. And yeah, hello, Iggy T, I know I say this all the time. I hope your husband does not get pissed off at me. How do you do thumbs up on a tablet? I don't know. Like if you look at the bottom there, where I don't know. I can't see it on my end. But just to let you know, right now you are able to understand that FTE here. But I got to stop smoking for a little while. See, that's the thing about working at radio stations. They get you the initial drug test, and then once you get in the door, they never do, because everybody at the radio station smokes. I mean, they wouldn't have any on-air staff people if that was the case. Don't forget, cut live chat for a second. What do you mean? Cut live chat for a second. Let me see. Live chat. Let me see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your... See, now, I don't know. Does that work now? I don't know. What was going on there, T-Bone? Don't forget, right now, you can actually super chat. Like I told you before, I'm going to mention it one time at the beginning of every show. If you'd like to donate, now that I'm monetized, just like with Bubba and Twitch, you guys can cheer bits, but you can actually cheer money on your end. No for like. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on there, but at least you guys can still chat. So if you guys would like to super chat, donate to the cause, you can easily do it, even if it's $1. I really don't care. I am grateful for anything. I'm grateful for the 5 people I have in here right now. And I know, like I said, this will be the last time I mention it. I usually go on at 7. So if you could go on your social media, retweet any of my posts, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that, please do that. Someone asked how to like on live chat. Okay, I got you. So one of the first stories I wanted to get into, right before I came on the air, I was really, really looking forward to this. And I would like to get y'all's opinion on this. You know, the little insurrection that we had at the Capitol in January. The guy that ended up shooting and killing Ashley Babbitt, who, in my opinion, like, I mean, it sucks that she died, but her being an Air Force veteran, she should have known better to climb through that door, because that was the last door before the Senate chamber. And she tried to crawl through that window, and she ended up getting shot and killed. And a lot of people were angered at the person that ended up doing it. And the guy came out today. Lieutenant Michael Byrd did an interview with Lester Holt tonight on NBC. And I got to tell you, I don't know why he's coming out now. He claims that he's getting a lot of death threats, which does not shock me in the least. But Lester Holt asked him an interesting question, because he said Donald Trump did say that the guy that shot Ashley Babbitt was a murderer. And Lester asked a very, very interesting question. If it was Donald Trump that you were protecting, would you have done the same exact thing? And he said yes. He said he would have protected Democrats, Republicans. He would have protected white, black, Mexican, or just Spanish, I shouldn't say Mexican, Asian, whatever it may be. So the guy was just doing his job. And I would like to hear from you in chat. Do you think it was murder? Do you think it was excessive use of force? Because that guy was the last line of protection. And those people that were trying to break through those doors, the people that were attacking the Capitol Police, they all were really, really having a rough go at it when it came to that. And that guy did what he had to do. And I'm sure he's going to get a lot of blowback from this. I find it kind of interesting on why he is now coming out. If I had to guess, and I'm not saying I know this for a fact, but I would have to say that he's going to be writing a book about it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Why come out now? Why show your face? Why let everybody know who you are? Because he said he was getting all types of death threats. Lester did have to ask Lester did have to ask, "Oh, were any of the threats racially motivated?" And he said some of them were, but they really didn't go into that. I was wanting Lester because when this interview, because I've been doing a lot of interviews, and I've been getting a lot better at the interviews that I've been doing, and I wanted Lester to ask him, like, if the family of Ashley Babbitt is watching this interview right now, what would you say to them? And I don't even know if he would have answered it because, legally, I think that the Ashley Babbitt's family has a lawsuit right now going against the guy that ended up shooting and killing the woman. But, like Blitz always said from Bubba Show, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. Yeah, it sucked. It was very, very graphic. But her being a veteran of the military, she definitely should have known better. Now, I'm going to get into some fun stories, but I also have to mention it was really, really, really sad to see. And a lot of people called me a liberal. A lot of people called me a libtard and all that stuff. I do not like any of the politicians. I think they are all a bunch of crooks. I really don't think that they give a damn about us. They only care about the lobbyists that are lining their pockets and stuff. So this ends up happening today, and I think Biden has really, really handled this horribly. He has. Even though Trump was also wanting to pull out of Afghanistan, I think the way that Biden just pulled out, like he was banging some whore or something, I mean, that's exactly what he did. He finished all over, just, wherever you want to say. See, because now that's the thing about being monetized, guys. I got to be careful. I can't get into too much graphic stuff. Do you know, they would not monetize? Okay, then now can we drop the BS about the white cop killing the black cop? I mean, I guess we can. I guess it's kind of like even Steven now. Like, I don't want to say the African Americans got one on us. And the white got one on them. So, I mean, I could see where people would definitely see that. But I don't know. Did any of you guys happen to see or hear Biden's little press conference about the 12 soldiers, the 12 Marines today that were killed in Afghanistan today, plus 60 Afghanis? We all kind of knew this was going to happen. I judge you off your late dad's Trump person. No, I mean, I thought his speech was horrible. You can tell that Biden is definitely reading off of a teleprompter. He might be one of the best or worst public speakers we've had as president in quite some time, because when he's looking at that teleprompter, he is laser locked onto it. Like, just laser locked onto it. And I loved how he tried to act tough. He was like, "We will hunt you down. We will find you. We will kill you." I don't think he said "we will kill you," but he went in this whole thing. It's all political. What up, Tampa Terry? So it's all political. It is all political and stuff. But, my heart goes out to the family members of the 12 Marines that were killed. This is the longest running war that we've ever fought in our country. And we just lost 12 soldiers. That's more than what we lost all of last year in Afghanistan. And now they're saying, like, there's this new ISIS-K. Like, what is this? Is this like an offshoot? Because when I think of ISIS-K, I think of Special K, like the cat tranquilizer that people like to take. Out of all the drugs I've done in my life, I have never, ever done Special K. But people always talk about that K-hole. Everybody talks about falling into that K-hole. And I got to tell you, if I'm just being honest, sounds pretty goddamn cool. But I'm living the sober life now, and I can't do that. Someone mentioned this today in InfoWars stream. Do you know Bubba ever traded a carton of cigarette? See, why did that go away so quick? Yeah, Pakistan ISIS. Now, did you guys? What did you guys think of the interview that I did with the guy from Pakistan this week? That was on the Tuddle Daily Podcast. If you have not heard it, it is available for download. If you're joining me right now, don't forget I am now monetized. You can super chat, throw me a buck. You know, look, I'll be a whore. I got topics that I want to get into today. I just wanted to start off with that. If you guys do get a chance, go and watch that interview with Lester Hull and Lieutenant Michael. I forget what his last name anyways. He was really it was a great interview. So, but yeah, you guys can super chat with me. Like I said, anything goes a long way. I finally got most of that white shed behind me. As you can tell, I got the golf cart parked in front of the door. I know it's a little ghetto the way that it is, but that golf cart is designed that if it has a dead battery or you have the keys out of it, it will not move. Like, it is locked down, Willie. Like, it is just locked down. So that's how I've been keeping the lesbians out of the shed to be able to try and get their stuff. We've gone through a lot of it. There's some really good stuff. I am going to do like a little unboxing haul that I've gone through that stuff like I did the other day. I have been loving those wet wipes and the electric toothbrush that I got. See, I'm having to, since I'm doing a little bit of a whole story here. Let me see here. I have to get to my news stories. I tried to get this going here. Oh, this is one of the stories I wanted to get into. I know a lot of, I would love to hear from you guys. Condoms or no condoms? What are you guys into? Or do you like to go the bareback Avenger like Spice Boy used to do? No condom during sex? Or do you use condoms? Because the next two stories talk about that I'm going to talk about are about protecting yourself from sexually transmitted disease. Raw dog. Yeah, I've only done it once. See, that's the thing about it. Okay, when you got a girl undressed and you're like, holy shit, I don't have a condom. You do not walk away from it. Because, like, if you run to the corner store to get some condoms, she could be gone. She could be changing her mind. I mean, no, I'm not a cup filler at all. I do have some pretty good pressure. I get that thing valved up, and it really does. I can get some pretty good distance on it. But this next guy that I wanted to talk about, this actually happened in Tampa. From WFLA, police say a man died after using a strung epoxy adhesive to glue shut his private parts during sex to protect against pregnancy. Now, that is, you are a pretty horny dude if you're going to put super glue on the head of your penis. Now, I don't understand, though. What is that going to feel like if it's super glued and you get no release? Like, are you going to just be all stopped up? Like, what are you going to do with that? And do you got to go get, like, some fingernail polish remover to get that super glue off so you can actually release the pressure that is built up? I'm not trying to get too descriptive. Been monogamous with my lady for 11 years. No need for a parachute. She's fixed. Yeah, see, that, everybody used to make fun of me when I was married. People always wondered why I wore condoms sometimes. And it was because, we didn't want to have kids at the time. Hell, I could barely take care of myself and her. So yeah, we definitely used them. But back to the story. According to the Times of India, 25-year-old Salman Misra, this did not happen in Tampa, and his fiancee checked in a hotel in Juhapura on June 22nd. Both were addicted to drugs, police told the paper. Okay, see, now this is making sense. Because now I got to ask you guys, what type of drug do you think that this guy was on that would make him think that it would be a good idea to put super glue on the head of his penis so he didn't? I mean, it's still not protecting you. Now, would super glue on the head of the penis protect you from like AIDS and stuff? Yeah, definitely crack. I would have to say crack. Or it could be that new ISIS-K drug that I was talking about. Or heroin. Heroin, meth. Meth will make you do some dumbass stuff as well, too. But it's not going to protect. I think super glue would protect you from HIV. Because, I mean, it would have to get inside the urethra to be able to get in. So I could see where that would be. But I just don't. Are you doing news? No, I'm not doing news. I'm actually just reading this. I'm reading some news, and I'm giving you my comments on it. Is that okay, T-Bone? I guess people aren't liking it because they're kind of dropping like flies right now. Since they didn't have any protection, they decided to apply the adhesive on his private parts to ensure that she does not get pregnant. Police officers said they were carrying the adhesive as occasionally, they were sniffing glue. So they were sniffing glue, and they decided that would be like, hey, I'm going to put some heroin on the head of my penis. And then I guess they were huffing glue, and they decided to be able to do that. I have done whippets before. That's about the only inhalants. I never did poppers because that's more of a homosexual type drug. But I hear that they're pretty damn cool. He was found unconscious in the bushes outside the Amber Tower on June 23rd and was taken to the hospital as his condition deteriorated. Mizra reportedly died of multiple organ failure. So I don't understand. How the hell does super glue cause you to end up having multiple organ failure? See, I wish they would have gone into a little bit more detail on that. Moving along, I wanted to talk about this, and this is kind of related. Have any of you guys ever knowingly, if you like had herpes or crabs or something like that, purposely ended up having sex with a girl, knowing that the chances of you giving it to her, I think that, a lot of these people do go to jail that knowingly spread AIDS or HIV to their partner without them knowing. Tuddle, do you play with yourself with your legs up in the air? No, I do not. I do not. I like to relax the legs because it does make it last a little bit longer. I do foreplay with myself. Like, I do a little bit of edging. I don't know if any of you guys have done that. It does help you out with your stamina. I remember there was this one time that I wanted to, and I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people would probably say, "Oh, this is dumb. How do you do that? It's got to take a lot of willpower to do it." No, I would. There was a whole day, not massaging your boys. I'm saying taking yourself to that point where you're about to, but you just stop. You just stop, pull up your underwear, put your pants on, go about your business. Maybe like an hour later, you repeat the process again. It does help you with your stamina. I've done a lot of dumbass stuff back in the day. I remember that I thought it would be a good idea. I've told you guys this before. Yeah, edging. Yeah, definitely edging. Yeah, I got to be careful about what I say there, Tampa Terry, because the last video that I ended up doing, I got partially demonetized because I guess some people didn't want their advertisement running before the live stream I did where I talked about Andre the Giant and what he used for a toilet. He would actually, defecate in the bathtub and then just turn the shower on and let it dissolve and just go down the drain. So enough about that. So I got to be a little bit careful about how I describe things. I can't be as blunt as I want to. But back to purposely spreading an STD, R. Kelly's physician testifies that the singer had herpes since at least 2007, as prosecutors allege he knowingly infected people with herpes. Now, herpes is something it's with you for life, correct? That is the one. I think that AIDS and herpes are the ones that stick with you all the time. I don't think crabs are a big thing anymore because I think a lot of guys do shave down their pubes. So, it does make things look a little bit bigger. That's also why I like to date women. Was on BRN today starting stuff. Hello. Oh, he was? Yeah, Tampa Terry definitely knows how to play the heel. Tampa Terry definitely knows how to work up the crowd. But, yeah, herpes and stuff sticks with you. And now they're trying to say he purposely did that. Who was I starting stuff with, brother? But this R. Kelly thing, I mean, him knowingly spreading herpes is the least of his problems because if I'm just being honest, the whole, doing number one on people and with underage women as well, I think that is more of a serious charge. But what I'm trying to say is that, does it make you a complete scumbag? And do women do it? Like, do women knowingly, like, if they're with a guy and they're like, okay, I got chlamydia. Chlamydia is one of those ones you also don't want to get. My dad used to say that they treated gonorrhea back in the day by taking a rubber mallet and beating it out because it would just be like popping a pimple and stuff. I got to wipe off my glasses. They're dirty as hell right now. That's why I took them off, because I can't see a damn thing. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, thanks, man. See, yeah, I can see a little bit better now. Anyways, I kind of got a little bit off basis. I was talking about stupid things that I had done. I remember the first time I ended up shaving. Ended up shaving my pubes. And I, took it down to the slab. And then the next day I was like, holy crap, what did I catch? And I had all the shave bumps because I shaved against the grain. And I ended up backing out on, this girl that wanted to hook up with me at one point. I was like, no, there's no way. No way. Like, I could have lost my virginity at a way younger age. But those red shave bumps were the thing that ended up, I couldn't do it. Like, I thought something was wrong with me at the time. Another stupid thing that I did, I used to, because we weren't, like, rich enough to get the name brand sodas, we would get the 2 liters of Czech soda that you would get from Winn-Dixie. And I would tie a shoelace around the 2-liter bottle. And then I made this little harness that would stick at the end of certain parts, per se. And I would lift the 2-liter up with my private area to kind of like, stretch it out. I was trying to make a MacGyver white trash penis pump at the time. And I don't know if it helped. I think it did. I really do think I got a little bit of length. I didn't, gain anything in the other department, if you're seeing what I'm saying. And then the other thing, when you're young, you will absolutely, anything that you can maybe stick certain parts in, you're going to do. I remember I had a fish aquarium, and we had one of those fish aquarium gravel cleaners that, it was kind of like siphoning out gasoline. You would get a bucket, and you just have to get the thing going. It's got this tube. And I kind of would, take care of myself with the fish tank gravel cleaner. Yeah, I was a very, very demented and confused person growing up as a kid. And You guys probably think I'm a complete sicko now. But I do get it. I do get it. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. If you guys are in right now, please share this on your social media. Don't forget, you can also super chat, and you could donate. Could donate anything. It is greatly appreciated. And I know that I went a little bit earlier, so I'm probably going to try to go until 8 o'clock today. But it is getting a little hot out here. Sun's going down. Hopefully everything's still looking good on my end or on your end. I wanted to talk about this story. And I wanted to see what the laws were on this, because I'm not going to say anybody, but this Key West man accused of receiving cocaine through the mail. And I wanted to, find out, how do they prove that, you wanted that stuff sent to you? Couldn't you just say, oh, it was one of my enemies that sent me a pound of cocaine or a kilo of cocaine? I mean, you could do it to anybody, right? It would be on the person that actually sent the drugs to this guy, this Key West man. A 26-year-old man from Key West was arrested Monday after a package containing cocaine that was addressed to him was intercepted by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Postal Service. It's taken forever now. Now they're going to start looking for drugs. The post office is already slow as it is. And now they're all going to be looking for cocaine now. Because with this pandemic, I guess drug dealers aren't, doing hand-to-hand transfers. According to a spokesperson, Adam Linhart, the package contained an ounce of cocaine. Now, never done cocaine. I know what an ounce of weed looks like. And I'm pretty sure I could, just eyeball it and look at what an ounce of cocaine. But what is the going price of an ounce of cocaine? Just a little interested. Because I'm trying to figure out if this is a felony charge. And now are we busting up people? I thought the mail was supposed to be private. Something's going on here. I bet this was like a jilted lover or something that probably was like, you know what? I'm going to get him, that cheating-ass bastard. I don't have enough money to send a felony amount of cocaine, so I'm just going to send an ounce of cocaine to him, and then I'm going to call in a tip and tell him, hey, he's got an ounce of cocaine. And do you put it in a big box or do you put it in an envelope? Because I think an ounce would definitely fit in a standard size envelope. Thank you, Tampa Terry Light, for the 99 cents, my friend. I'm up to $10.99. Linhart said a sheriff's office detective, a U.S. postal inspector, and an agent from U.S. Homeland Security Investigation went to Zachary David Hull's home with the package on Monday. Now, for one thing, I'm pretty sure, you can get all the drugs. Key West, I've been there a couple of times. I went down there for Fantasy Fest, and if you've never been down there for Fantasy Fest, oh boy, you will definitely see some things down in Fantasy Fest. And then there was one other time I went down to Key West was because when I was on Real Radio 104.1, we used to do a yearly cruise with our listeners, and we would always stop in Key West before we went to Cozumel. And Cozumel was just such a tourist trap. It is funny, though, when you do get to Cozumel, a lot of the Americans, you can tell who the Americans are, because the first thing that they do is ask the cab driver, take me to the nearest pharmacy, because you can get all types of stuff there. Wink, wink. I don't know if you're legally allowed to get some certain stuff. I think you can get those do-do-dos or the 222s. That you can get up in Canada. I think Bubba used to call them the Canadian aspirin. They got a little bit of kiss of that codeine in them just to get you right. And they actually are pretty damn good. Take about 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, you definitely can feel it. But yeah, no, I just don't know what the rules are. If that's the case, then you could just send drugs to anybody that you want to and just get them in trouble. I didn't order any cocaine from Amazon. What is Jeff Bezos sending ounces of cocaine now just as an added bonus? I worked up for UPS for 3 years. We had a drug shipped all the time once the receiver signs for it. Okay, so once the person signs for it, then they're in legal possession of it, so that makes them responsible for it. Okay, I got you. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Now, let me ask you, you were a UPS driver. If you ever got a package and, it smelled like marijuana, would you maybe happen to open it up and maybe take a little bit and reseal it? Because it's not like the guy's going to, like, narc you out and be like, hey, I think your UPS driver took a couple of nugs out of the ounce of weed I sent my best buddy. Because I'm telling you right now, it's not like they can, like, get you in trouble for it, because they would be admitting their guilt as well, too. I know a lot of you guys aren't NASCAR fans. I think NASCAR, I'm going to try to get tickets for the NASCAR race coming up in Daytona this weekend. I think it is the final race. But I thought it was kind of interesting at Michigan this week. In Canada, your fan order marijuana online and you can get it through the mail. But isn't marijuana is legal up in Canada, right, Iggy? As far as I know, I mean, I don't know. I've always heard that marijuana was illegal nationwide up there. I've already lost my thought. See, this is where the insomnia is coming in. It definitely is. Definitely kicking my ass. Anyways, oh, yeah, so another one. Now, I didn't know, because these two guys, they ended up going to Universal Studios. This is from the Smoking Gun. Here, look at the two guys there. They're two African-American gentlemen, and if you can see, they're wearing Simpson shirt. They were big Simpson fans. And these two Simpson fans are facing narcotic charges after a traffic stop Saturday afternoon in Florida. Police say Milton Gardner, 36, was behind the wheel of his Chevrolet Equinox. I didn't even know they made those damn things anymore. But it was up to 3 baggies of pot. See, this is where it gets. They had cocaine, drug paraphernalia, and fentanyl, and something called EUTYLONE. Utilone? Never heard of that one. But they went to the Universal Studios to go to the Simpsons land. And I was always bummed out. I was always a little disappointed in the Simpsons attraction. And the only reason I was a little disappointed in the Simpsons attraction there is because they ended up taking out Back to the Future ride. And Back to the Future was one of my favorite rides that they had there, but they did leave a couple of Easter eggs in there when it came to the Simpsons ride, if you look very, very closely. And then we would always hit up the Men in Black ride. But knowing me, I spent most of my time when they created the Harry Potter land. That Harry Potter land, man, when it first opened up, you could not get anywhere close to that park. And now they got the Hogwarts Express. So you can go from Islands over to Universal Studios. You can go to Diagon Alley. Have to watch the rest later. Got to load the hog with some steel later, Tuds. I don't know, is a load the hog with some steel? Is that code for something? It's got to be code for something. Guys, I am at a battle with ants. Ants. Because I've been doing a lot of weed eating. I've been doing a lot of work. Yes, I do remember the Aladdin arcade. Yes, I do. But I have been spraying 7 dust all over the place. I'm sure it's going to give me cancer like the Zantac I talked about on yesterday's Tuddle Daily podcast. But I've been spraying, and I cannot get rid of all the ants. You would not believe all the scars. I definitely, if you looked at my legs right now, here, hold on. Let me turn it around here. You can see all the scars. Oh, crap. Hold on. You can see all the scars that I have on my leg there. Look at all the scars I have on my ankles there. Knees there. I got one there. You would absolutely think that I was some T-Bone, I don't understand. Yes, I am living in a trailer park right now. T-Bone, like I mean, look, I mean, it's up to your opinion and stuff. So what is the problem with the news? Just asking because I mean, during the Tuddle Daily podcast, I play audio news stories and get my comments and make fun about them all the time. So I don't understand. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you have feeling in your feet? Good. Yes, I do have feeling in my feet. Yes, I do. So it's not diabetes, because my dad definitely had diabetes, had to take shots every night. My mom has diabetes, but I mean, I've checked it, I've been tested, and at the moment, I don't have diabetes. So, but if you guys aren't liking the news, I mean, I could go out and start doing some more stuff to you guys also got to remember it's been pretty difficult getting these personal experiences every single day. Like I would love to talk about personal things in my life. Here, you want to hear about personal things in my life today? Oh, it was pertaining to something that was said. Nothing. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I just look. I'm not one of those hosts that's like, I'm not going to attack you just because you disagree with something that I'm doing. Like, it's my job here to entertain you guys. So if there's something that you're not liking that I'm doing, just let me know. I'll change it up. Here, if you want a personal story, every Tuddle, you're great when you talk about anything. Well, thank you. I mean, Tampa Terry, got to get you back on the show. Fuck, I just got bit by more ants. Where the hell are? I swear to God. Can anybody recommend anything? Like, can I still buy straight up DDT? Like, that's how bad it is. That's how much I'm getting eaten up by ants every goddamn day, and it is just killing me. So if anybody can help me out, and I usually I'm not allergic to ants at all, but I've just been bit so many damn times. It's really, really starting to become irritating because, like like when you chip a tooth or bite your lip, lavender oil. I do have some lavender oil because of all the spiritual chicks that I had been meeting as of late. Come to find out, they're some of the craziest bitches out of all of them. Still love them to death. They're good people, but they just don't know what they want. They really, really don't. But personal things. Here, I'll get into something today. Talked about this. We were having problems because my dad ended up having a insurance policy that he'd been paying into since I was like 2 years old. And the insurance company was trying to give us all types of problems over about receiving the insurance policy. They said, well, we need a copy of the original policy so we know who the benefactor is. Well, guess what? Should automatically go to my mom. He's been paying into it. Well, we ended up calling the original person that they did because these insurance companies will end up buying up other policies and stuff. The original person we got it from, and my mom ended up getting the check in the mail today. And I don't know why that messed me up. It really, really did. Because, like, here, I'll give you an example. Every time that I think that I'm moving past it, missing my dad or not thinking about it, there are random things. Like, for example, the Florida Gator board that's behind me that I showed you. I talked to you guys about how my favorite thing that I would do with my dad was watch the Florida Gator games. Even when I was working over in Tampa, I would drive across the state during college football season, and I would end up watching the games with him. I would drive all the way across the state, stay Saturday night, leave Sunday to head back to Tampa. The Gators start, I think, not this weekend, but next weekend. And then they're going to be playing at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa against University of South Florida. And I don't even know if I can watch the games anymore. because it's going to remind me of my pops every single time. And the thing that really, really sucks is that the first SEC game of the season, even though I know we're probably going to lose because the Gators have not. Thank you, Tampa Terry. Alabama. They got to play Alabama in Gainesville, first SEC game of the year for them. And then the other bad news about Oklahoma and Texas joining the SEC, Alabama and Auburn is moving to the East. So in the East, the West was the strongest one for a while, or the West was the strongest for a while. Now it's going to be the East. You're going to have Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida. I think Missouri is sticking around. Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Tennessee. So there are some scrubs still left in the East, but I mean that's Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida alone. Plus, Florida is still going to have to play LSU every single year. Yeah, it's going to be a really, really long time before the Gators win another one. But I am excited to watch Emory Jones. But back to the check today. My mom ended up getting the insurance policy, and it's really, really going to help her out. It's going to help her out tremendously. And that check, it was one more thing in the long list of things that just make it even more final. Like, because I know that it's been final. I know that my dad's been gone. I know that he's no longer alive. But to get that check, it was just like, and I even told Mom, I was like, look, I know that this is going to help out, but I would give every single bit of it back. I just to get another 10 years. To get another 10 years with him, I would, in a heartbeat, I would give every single bit of it back. And I told you, and I'm thinking about doing it. They will allow, Gator fans that have passed away for the family members to spread ashes at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium on the field. But I don't want to do that. Like, I want to go to an actual game. Sorry, I gotta... Oh, man. I don't want them to allow me to do it. I want to actually go to a game. I want to rush the field and go to the 50-yard line. Because I am in the best shape of my life right now. I want to run onto the field, get to the 50-yard line. I'm not talking about the whole, ashes. Just some of it. Get to the Gator logo at the 50-yard line and leave some of the ashes. I think I can juke and jive around, maybe spin move. Because some of those security guards are pretty big. And like I said, I'm in pretty good shape. But no, why not? I will go to jail. It's not like I've never been tased before. But I think that would be a great honor. I think it would be an amazing honor to run onto the field. Now, I could get tackled by some 300-pound lineman or some jacked ass linebacker. Now, I think it would be cool. I think it would be amazing. So, I don't know. Maybe it is a bad idea. Maybe I should just do it. Holy crap. Lick a Toad just donated, super chatted $50. But I've been tased before. I'm not even worried about I've been pepper sprayed. I've been tased. I've been to jail before. I've already ran this idea. Oh, Marissa. Great idea. So, do I... Oh, yeah. Okay, so I put the ashes in the balloon and then fill it up with some, water? Maybe I could fill it up with water from the river here. Yeah, God bless Lick a Toad, brother. Thank you, brother. Brother. No waiting on the runway, brother. So thank you, Lick a Toad. And so I could actually get some of the water from the river here where he fishes all the time and fill that up and then actually put the ashes in there and just shoot the water balloon out there. But then probably somebody would think that I was like doing some type of chemical attack. I would get labeled as a terrorist. I'd be on a no-fly zone now. Probably get sent to Afghanistan and be like, "Oh yeah, this is domestic terrorism. This guy just shot some." They probably would think it's anthrax. Yeah, this the more and more I think about it now, this is a really, really bad idea. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I want to thank everybody that ended up watching tonight. I want to thank everybody that donated. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you tune in to the Tuddle Daily Podcast. I am going to attempt, if I can get the milk crates, to do the milk crate challenge tomorrow. I know everybody else is doing it. I know it's played out. I'm sure everybody's tired of seeing all the memes and videos and stuff like that. But I'm going to try it. But I'm thinking of an angle of how I can do it. Lick a Toad, thank you so much, buddy. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, I love every single one of you, and I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys stay safe, and I will talk to you tomorrow.